Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. And I'm just going to keep on bringing you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews, that 40-ish and under dollar range. And most of these are way less than that. And a good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. And I just got a package from a company that reached out to me called Declassified. It's like the cheapest clone house company that you can find at Burlington all the time. They got like Central 33, Blue de Chanel. They got Tom Ford's. They got all kinds of different clones. And they reached out to me wanting me to review their stuff. And as always, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't talk about the longevity yet, but I will in the future. So let's just open this thing up, this little package, and see what is going on with these fragrances. So I already have a little bit of experience with this company because I have White Tobacco, which is Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille clone, and I also have Cedar Blue, which is Blue de Chanel. And I'm wearing Blue de Chanel right now. I'm actually doing a layering combo, Blue de Chanel and Tarathi Blue, like two of my favorite fragrances. How can they go wrong? So it's pretty magical. Got a compliment within the first 30 minutes of being out so far. So I'm going back out to get some dinner, see what happens. And this is a pretty good interpretation of it. Ultra synthetic, but I think the dry down is decent. So let's just open up this thing and see what's inside of it. I have seen these things. I feel like I've seen these things in Target or something. Am I going crazy? Yeah, I've seen these. I know I have. Too bad I'm doing a first impressions. I can't just edit all this junk out. So, mandatory. Become the allure. Let's see what that one's talking about. Subtle 33. Central 33 clone. Everybody's talking about this thing. To be honest, I'm not going to do that good of a comparison between the two because I have smelled Central 33, but I don't go for it all the time because, to be honest, I'm just not a fan of it. I just don't like that smell. So I'll be able to tell you if it's in the ballpark. That's about it. But to be honest, I can appreciate the smell, but it's just not for me. Central 33, the original, is just not for me. White Tobacco. Dagnabbit, I already got this one. So we got 1 out of 3. I didn't pay nothing for it. So let's see what happens here. You know what? I can do like a giveaway on these two things, I guess. I'll figure out how to do that later on. So let's go ahead and do Subtle 33 first. Get this out of the way. So the people were saying good things about this. The ones that are into Central 33, they were speaking very highly of this one. So there's that. I guess I can just go ahead and talk about the quality and everything, and I'm nervous a little bit, but we're gonna be honest. Give it just a second. I already know what's gonna happen. That is Central 33. Dude, that is Central 33. I can tell you that. And I can see why the fans of Central 33 do like this one. So if you are a fan of it, this is a loud, proud version of it. It is pretty strong so far. I don't know what the performance is. I know my, this one, it's like 30 minutes. My Cedar Blue is like 30 minutes. But I can tell you right now, this White Tobacco is minimum 6 hours. And it is a very good interpretation of Tom Ford's tobacco vanilla. It is a super synthetic, cheap version of it, but man, they nailed the scent profile pretty good, and it definitely scratches the itch. Like if you just want like a bedtime fragrance, like out of the shower, and you want that kind of a red hot, big red gum, church cinnamon, hot candy style fragrance, that's what this smells like. That's what the Tom Ford smells like. Instead of just going over all the notes and saying all this tobacco and stuff, there's definitely a dry tobacco leaf in this, but it definitely has like that cinnamon candied smell more than tobacco. The tobaccos there back it up like the cinnamon candy. So it's a very good version of the Tom Ford and decent performing. The Subtle 33, we don't know, but I can tell you right now, it's projecting pretty good, and it's a pretty good interpretation of, from my memory, Subtil 33. The notes are right here on the back of this thing, and I'm like super blind, so I'll look really dumb if I try to read this thing. So there's that. Screenshot it or something. I don't even know if it's focusing. I know it focused for a second. So there's that. Yeah, they hit it pretty good. Oh no. This is the one that I'm hoping will do good things for us. Let's go on a strip here. This is actually pretty nice. It leans in the Aventus territory, kind of. I would say something closer to like the Zara Vibrant Leather, because this doesn't have any smoke or anything, but I'm getting that. I feel like I'm getting like a black currant on top of like some bergamot, maybe a little bit of pineapple, but I'm getting like dark richness and some squirts of nice bright citrus. If I'm way wrong and the notes are on here, I'm gonna feel dumb. Bergamot, sandalwood, and amber. So I'm not too far off. I can nab it. Amber is sweet, pineapple sweet. Thing about notes, let me tell you something real quick about notes. So they're not always accurate. That's why they differ from different website to different website. This might not even be what's in here. It might be just accords, but they will say certain notes. They do extract oils from actual things and stuff like that, but that's why websites vary so much from note breakdown to note breakdown. Even the official notes from like the website might not even be what's in there. That could be the accords. So just so you know, like pepper can give off a citrusy kind of thing. There's different notes that can give off different accords to give the illusion of something or bring into a certain atmosphere, like salty, aquatic type things. So there's that. Technically, I might not be wrong because that's what I'm smelling, but according to them, that's the notes. Amber, what was it? Bergamot, sandalwood, amber. It's actually pretty good smelling. That's the point. It is actually a good smelling, manly, woody, citrusy fragrance. I didn't mention that with the wood. That's Subtil 33. I'm getting Aventus vibes. Definitely am, but it's not smoky. It's not real loud or anything like that. This is like subtle. It's like a subtle, manly, dry fragrance. I like it. I will wear this. I do like the way that this smells. This one is quite nice. And honestly, I can give this like a 6.5, and that's just, it's a 6.5 if it has average performance. If it doesn't have average performance, it'll knock down to a 5. But I do like the way it smells. I love the Aventus DNA. This isn't exactly that, but it kind of reminds me of it a little bit. So yeah, this company does pretty good sometimes. You know, they'll hit and they'll miss. Just like Milestone and Lattafa. They hit and they miss, some more than others. But you know, this one is actually nice, and that is the honest truth. So that's my final thoughts on Declassified's first little package that they gave to me. They're going to start sending me like other things that are like previews, I guess. I don't know. So there's that. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. Until next time.